Hello, hello, hello. My name is Lance with NoStigmas,
And I'm Maggie with NoStigmas.
and we are here today to talk to you about Mental Health Action Day. We are usually behind the camera, behind the keyboard, but today we thought we would take action of our own and step into the light to share with you some of our personal lived experiences and how they relate to the mental health work that we do here at NoStigmas.
We're also going to be reacting to some representations of mental illness, some that are positive and some that we think have some challenges to them.
And today we're going to be looking at some workshops and programs, highlights that we do here at NoStigmas so that we can help you answer some of those questions and give you the solutions that you're looking for. And we hope that you're ready to jump in. Maggie, are you ready to get started?
I am ready to get started, Lance. These are the personal opinions of members of the NoStigmas community of advocates speaking to their lived experiences with mental health, just as they would in our blog, podcast, or any other media per our terms of use at nostigmas.org/TOU. We are proud of their visibility in sharing their stories, not as clinicians or doctors, but as resilient human people. So, a lot of us may be asking ourselves where a lot of these stigmas around mental health come from and why certain times the older generation may not understand exactly where we're coming from, and you may not be comfortable with sharing things with your parents, grandparents, etc. So we kind of wanted to look at the messaging that was shared with them when they were growing up and the sort of the stigmas around mental health that developed while they were our age, while they were younger. So I have a couple of clips from newspapers that are just comic strips. So the first one that we see here is, I'm guessing the messaging is sort of revolving around depression here. So it says, everyone has disappointments, and it's showing the school picnic was canceled, and a bunch of teenagers looking a little sad. And then the next clip is them happy and smiling again, saying, usually we adjust to them and are soon happy again. So for me, this just sort of push the messaging that depression or sad feelings, sad thoughts, feeling down is just something that you will get over eventually. I think it's just being aware that not everybody would take that the same way. And for somebody that is really struggling with something and you may not even realize or know that they're struggling with it, to belittle the feelings that depression brings and to belittle those symptoms and just say it's something that you can get over. Just like everybody, I was disappointed about this. I felt sad about this, but today I'm fine. That completely, it doesn't even acknowledge how the other person might be feeling. And so I think that it just being mindful of who you're speaking to and knowing that they might be going through something that internally is a lot bigger to them than it may seem to you.
I love that. I love that you said that. And actually, that made me think of our advocacy training. Currently, it is called Ally Training. And over the year, we're going to kind of revamp it, which we're really excited about, and beef it up to help empower people to take it. Now, this training is free. It's a part of what we do. We also do have sponsorship opportunities along the way if you're a workplace or an organization and would like to sponsor NoStigmas. But basically, it's a 3-module kind of a workshop, like an online workshop, and you walk through it and you look at that. You look at peer support, you look at advocacy, you look at this, how do I advocate for myself? And you also look at exactly what you said, at not assuming that everyone is having the same experience, not assuming that, well, it's good, it's fine for me, so get over it. That kind of stuff. Like and there's more meat to it, but those kinds of examples are things that, until you have someone sort of sit you down and like walk you through that, if you've never heard it, you're like, oh, wow. And then that could hopefully destigmatize spaces that you're in.
So the next one we have is another little newspaper clipping here about our emotions. And it goes through love and joy, fear and anger. And it says, use all your emotions, but control them. And this, again, it can sort of umbrella a lot of what we talk about with mental illness, because a lot of times the stigma behind most mental illnesses is that you're emotional or you're not emotional enough. And so seeing this would definitely be harmful to somebody who is struggling with their anger, who's struggling with their fears and anxieties, who's struggling to give love or receive love from people around them. So I think that just seeing this, I know I would feel terrible looking at this in a newspaper and seeing it in a lighthearted comic in this way. So, yeah.
Yeah. whenever I see this, the first thing I think of is X-Men,
Yeah.
because like growing up, I was like this huge X-Men fan. I was always reminded of the what it means to be a mutant and what a mutation is,
Yeah.
and people will fear you because you're a mutant. People will fear that thing about you is too powerful for them, and it's different and it's scary and all of those things. To me, my little brain hearing that as a 10-year-old was like, feelings, emotions, feelings. I'm different. I'm gay. I'm different. I'm different. Like, it was so hard. So to see, whenever I look at this, and I know it's an old example, and I know that it's a sign of the times, and then there is a part of that. It is stuck in a period in history. But when I see people even today tell me, use all your emotions, feel everything, but make sure you keep it together. Make sure you
Yeah,
control it. It's
exactly.
like there are days that maybe that's not possible. So
Yeah.
what are you saying of me?
So another one we have is it looks like an advertisement, but we asked her to smile. She didn't know how. It says, this girl has never smiled. She's one of 500,000 children in America who are mentally ill. And just goes on to talk more about the association. It makes me feel some type of way about the way that they're coming off.
Yeah.
But I think just the stereotype that if a woman doesn't smile, she's got something wrong with her, or she's got something going on. And this is even applying it to children, to young girls as well. So it's so harmful to put that out there that, oh, she doesn't know how to smile because she's mentally ill. She has never smiled because she struggles with mental illness. That's not always the case. Not smiling does not equate to I have a mental health issue going on. And even if I did have a mental health issue going on, my smiling does not have anything to do with it.
Right.
It's just like a huge overgeneralization. It shouldn't be a choice of, am I going to be able to be a happy, smiley person in public, or am I going to be able to protect myself by having this mean face on and not giving into those words that they say to you, and not giving into those advances. So
yeah. No, thank you for saying that. You made me think of it whenever you're talking about the smiling and like, you don't know. It's this in my mind saying you don't know. That actually reminds me of our trauma aware interactions workshop, because there are so many people who are victims of intimate partner violence, domestic violence, rape, abuse, physical, verbal, mental abuse in the home growing up. We do not know what people go through. We just don't. We think, oh yeah, I have no idea what she goes through. No, we really don't know what people go through. So if you want to learn more about the Trauma Aware Interactions Workshop and how we can be the most mindful of trauma and other people and look at them through that lens of being trauma aware, scan the QR code that you see on the screen. It'll take you to our website, NoStigmas.org, where you can fill out a quick contact form, check a couple boxes, and let us know what you're interested in learning more about. The workshops are an absolutely fantastic first start. So before we go, don't forget that if you feel so inclined to support the work at NoStigmas, please visit NoStigmas.org/donate.
Right here.
Over there. And also, if it's easier for you to give, you can give through Amazon when you're doing your Amazon purchases, or on PayPal, or Facebook, or Instagram. You can visit our link tree. That's linktree at NoStigmas, and it's spelled linktr.ee. Linktree at NoStigmas. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you again. My name is Lance, and today I was with
Maggie.
I love when people do that. I was with Maggie, and we really hope that you enjoyed our personal stories, our lived experience. Hopefully, inspired you, helped you, gave you some light. Thank you so much for being with us, Maggie. Any final words?
Happy Mental Health Action Day!
Yay! Take action, and don't forget Action can be sharing your story. Action can be taking a workshop. Action can be donating. Action can be just sitting at the kitchen table talking to family about something uncomfortable. Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you all. Be well, be safe, and we will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.